Greatest common factor. What is greatest common factor? It is the largest or greatest number or term that is a factor of two or more numbers or terms. A factor of a number or term is something that can be multiplied by something else to result in that number or term. So how do we know when we have found all the factors? We can stop looking for factors when we have checked all the numbers up to half the value of our original number, or if we have found a factor that multiplies by itself to result in our number, or we have found a pair of factors that have no factors of our number in between them, such as the example with 4 times 6 and 6 times 4. Another way to identify factors of a number is to perform a prime factorization. This is a process where we divide the number by 2 as many times as possible, then by 3, then by 5, and so on, until we can rewrite our number as a product of prime numbers. We'll look at one example here, but if you want to learn more, see the video on prime factorization. Since we have identified the factors of 24 and 36, we will use those numbers to demonstrate prime factorization. We will begin with 24. There are various forms of this method. This is the one I prefer. Begin by writing the number you are factoring. Check to see if it will divide by 2. It's even, so it will divide by 2. We can represent the fact that 24 is the product of 2 and 12 by writing 2 and 12 below it. And then we check to see if 12 divides by 2. We keep dividing by 2 until we can't anymore. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Notice the last time we divided by 2, we got 3, which is a prime number. This means we can't break down our number any further. The prime factorization of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now let's do the same thing to 36. Check to see if it will divide by 2. It's even, so it will divide by 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18, and we keep dividing by 2 until we can't anymore. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 is not even, so we can't divide by 2 again. Now check to see if we can divide by 3. We can divide 9 by 3, and we end up with a prime number, 3, so we know we're finished. The prime factorization of 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now we have identified the factors and the prime factorizations of 24 and 36. We can use this information to find the greatest common factor, or GCF, of 24 and 36. There are a variety of uses for the GCF, but for now we are just interested in learning the skill. We are looking for the largest or greatest number that is a factor of both numbers, common factor. I'm going to show you a couple of ways to identify the GCF. The first one uses the list of factors we found. Write the list of factors one above the other. Here we have the factors of 24 and the factors of 36. Then find the largest or greatest number that appears in both lists. 1 is in both lists of factors, so is 2, and 3, and 4, and 6, but 12 is the largest or the greatest number that appears in both lists of factors. So we have found that the greatest common factor of these two numbers is 12. We could also use the prime factorizations to identify the GCF. Write the prime factorizations one above the other. 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Then circle matching pairs of factors between the lists. Both lists have a 2 and another 2, and both lists have a 3. So we multiply these numbers together to find the greatest common factor. 2 times 2 times 3 is 12. Notice we got the same result using both methods. One of the great things about math is that you almost always have a variety of methods to choose from to find an answer. Find the method that you like best and master it. If you want to see more examples, including examples that contain variables, see the GCF Examples video.